One of the funny things, I was listening to Al Muller the other day, and he was talking about how in California, they legalized marijuana, and then it increased the black market.
Really?
Because, the black market... cheaper? Well, yeah. Because in order to sell legit weed, it has to be so much more expensive because you have so many testings it has to go through. It's taxed very heavily and all of those sorts of things. So if you want to buy legal weed, it's very expensive. But cheap weed, or illegal weed, black market weed, is super cheap. So now there's just fewer barriers to buy the illegal, less safe, non-taxed weed.
Wow.
That's the stuff I would want anyway. I don't want the government regulated weed. When the government regulates something, it makes it worse. I want the all natural.
You want
non-regulated.
The non-regulated
marijuana. That's what I want. Same thing with my crystal meth. I want it to be non-regulated.
Yeah, I don't think crystal meth is ever going to be regulated. I mean, I could be wrong, but you never. Maybe they want the taxes on that too. We'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your two favorite facially blessed individuals. That's right, folks. It's the two bearded preachers aiming to misbehave. That's what the Goats of Podcasting do. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, we are the Goats of Podcasting, and I've noticed something, Justin.
Yeah.
Whether we release episodes or not, we still get about the same amount of hits.
Yeah, I feel like
new people are discovering our stuff and obviously loving it.
Obviously.
Thinking that it's great.
Obviously. I was sitting there thinking to myself, I was like, I think we actually get more hits when we don't release new stuff. What is that? What's that all about?
It's true.
What's that all about?
I don't understand it. I think that maybe there's seasons of the year where people listen to podcasts more.
Maybe.
Because in July, I think it was in July or June, we didn't release an episode at all, but we had more hits that month, more downloads that month.
They're like, we might as well catch up on all the old crap.
Yeah, and they go through and they listen to everything.
All right.
Maybe people are just mowing the grass. That's my theory.
Mowing the grass.
Folks are mowing the grass, and they'll listen to anything while they're mowing the grass.
I'm shocked they'd be listening to us while they're mowing the grass, because I would be the last person I want to listen to me while I'm mowing the grass.
What, you don't talk to yourself while you're mowing the grass? You don't just stand out there and be like,
well, no.
All right, this is what I think about this and that, so it's pretty much your own podcast, except you don't have me.
No. I actually just watched Jonas mow the grass. I'm like, hey, you missed a spot. Hey, you missed a spot, bro.
Those lines.
So that's it.
You give me that crisscross pattern. Looks so good.
Hey, man, what'd I tell you about this? All right, now you got to go back and do it all over again. Do it all over again. Start from the beginning. It's not cutting anything. Whatever. So, how's it look, Dad? Looks like crap again. Whatever.
Better do it again.
Try it again next time. All right.
There's something great about telling your son that the way he mowed the grass looks like crap.
I feel like you got to be honest. I mean,
I'm not gonna lie to you,
honestly,
son. I hate it.
Yeah, I told you the first time he mowed the lawn when I did, right? So he mowed the lawn and he did the whole. Faye was like, "Don't make him do the whole thing." I'm like, "Man, he's doing the whole thing. I don't care."
Your yard ain't that big.
Nah. And so, and I'm like, I weed eated it, and then he mowed it, and so it took about the same. I got done a little bit before him, but I really, focused a lot. I got a lot of stuff done, weed eating and everything. Got a lot of stuff that wasn't normally weed eated, did it all. And so at the end, I take him. I go, all right, come on, son. We walk out into the backyard, and I go, I want you to go ahead and take a look at this and tell me what you think. How do you feel you did? And he looks at it, because I already told him, I said, listen, I'm going to give you $10 every time you mow the lawn. That's what I say. Okay. And so I said, I'm going to give him $10. All right. And so I go, how do you think you did? He looks at it and he goes, I think I did a pretty good job, Dad, for my first time. And I go, really? He goes, yeah. And then I say, you want my opinion? He goes, sure. I go, I think it looks like crap. And if you do it again like this, I'm not paying you that $10. Next time you do it, it better be a whole lot better. Because if it's not, no, you're cut off, pal.
Hey, man, if you want your yard to look like crap, you can do that for free.
Yeah.
All you got to do is nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it'll look like crap. Yeah. So why are you going to pay $10 for it to look crap?
Yeah. So that's what I did. That's what I say. So
awesome. Dad win.
Yeah. Total
gold. Total
gold. Absolutely. What are you talking? I mean,
so delightful.
It was very delightful for me. And it's great because I don't have to do anything, and I don't do anything. I feel like my dad. I don't do any of the work, but then I complain about how bad it is. You know?
Nice.
Like,
love it.
Perfect. It's the best of all worlds right there.
Absolutely. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, Justin.
Nope, it does not. So, but yeah. So that's what I did. It was fun. It was fun.
Awesome. There's some European country, I forget which one, that pretty much decriminalized all drugs.
Yeah.
They decriminalized it all and said, you know what? We're not messing with this anymore. And it seems to have, if I remember right, I forget what country it is, but it has decreased drug use overall.
Really? Because they were like, they're like, okay, you guys can do whatever you want, and they're like, yeah. Now I don't even want to do it. If you tell, they're like, exactly. They use reverse psychology on the whole country.
The entire country gets reverse psychology. That's great. I think we should try it.
Yeah. They're like, okay, listen, for years we've been telling you that you don't do drugs. But now, you know what? Do drugs. And they're like, what? Nobody tells me what to do. And then
that's right.
Everybody, I am going to be clean and sober for the rest of my life just because you told me to do drugs.
Exactly. You want to solve the gun problem? Stop trying to take away people's guns and make it mandatory for everyone to have guns.
Give everybody a gun. Everybody gets a free gun. Whoa.
Then they're going to be like,
I want to buy my own gun. Nobody tells me what to do.
Right. Then they'll be like, no, you're going to have this gun.
Yeah.
Right here. This is the one you get.
No.
Everyone gets it. Here you go.
Why do I got to do this? No.
Exactly. And then everybody will be like, you know what? Too many guns. I'm sick of all these guns. I'm just going to live my life in a regular way.
Yeah.
Which is sort of what I've already been doing.
I'm pretty regular.
Yeah. I'm very regular. Every morning. Just
ready to go.
Just up, no problem.
Up and going. Yep. Yeah,
maybe
I hear you.
Times a day. Just knock it out. Yeah. Very regular.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So vaping is not as healthy for you as they're saying. So
I never thought it was healthy in the first place.
I didn't think so either. But
you're breathing in water vapor and having water in your lungs.
Isn't that pneumonia? Yeah. Don't you get pneumonia?
It's pneumonia. It's also how you drown.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a very terrifying thought that you may drown.
Drowning, and as we all know, drowning is the worst way to go. Like, there's so many other, but they say that's the worst, most painful way to go is drowning. Which
I am absolutely terrified of drowning. So
you should be. Everybody should be.
Yeah. You try and hold your breath for as long as you can, and then
you're thinking,
I can survive a little longer. I'm not going to pass out. Because if you pass out, you'll start breathing.
Mm-hmm.
You start breathing, you die.
You did.
So you're like, I'm not going to pass out. I'm going to stay awake. No. It's sort of like me at judo. I'm not going to pass out. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you will. Eventually, you're going to pass out.
That's right.
It's going to happen.
That's right. Go ahead. Fine. I'll pass out. I don't care.
I guess I'll just go to sleep.
Doesn't bother me.
Time to go to sleep.
And then you breathe in all the water and you die.
That's all she wrote.
At least the vaping people were trying to quit smoking. That's a good thing.
I mean, you got to give them bonus credits for that, right? Don't they get
something?
At least they tried something and didn't just keep doing stupid stuff. Well,
you tried your hardest and you failed miserably. The lesson is never try.
You try. Wait, whoa.
That's not
right. Try less. Should you try less?
Maybe try something that's a little easier.
Yeah.
Maybe try to quit something that you don't love.
Maybe just cut back on carbs or something like that. Just
whoa. Now you're getting into my business here, and I don't like that. So I'm going to go ahead and eat all the carbs that I want.
My bad. You shut your stupid mouth, Justin. My bad.
Now you're getting nosy.
Now, you're stepping over the line now, Justin. Gonna need you to shut your stupid mouth.
Right. There's no carbs in fried stuff, right?
Well,
no,
yeah.
No,
depends on the fried stuff. Depends on the fried
everything.
stuff.
You fry it, and when you fry it, it fries out all the carbs.
No, that's definitely not how it works.
I think that's how it works. That's why everyone in the South fries everything, and why everyone in the South is so healthy. Fry everything. It fries out the carbs.
Where did you learn that from? That everybody.
I just feel healthy living here. I feel healthier than I've ever been.
I don't know if that's true, Martin.
I feel really healthy. I feel good.
You sure? You sure about that?
Well, I mean, I don't feel as bad as I did yesterday, which is great.
That is very good, but I still don't know. I don't know. I mean, you know what? Hey, you know what? Go with it. Go for it.
I'm gonna.
You got this. You got this, Martin.
Yes.
I'm so proud of you for being healthy.
You can eat. Have you ever had a squash casserole?
No.
Dude, squash casserole is pretty much just... They put squash in there because it makes you feel like you're eating something healthy, but it's really just butter. It's just butter and salt.
That sounds like a good idea.
Squash casserole is so good.
That sounds like kind of a good idea.
It's fabulous.
Of course.
It's fabulous. Southern cuisine is all just... It's all just butter and salt.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So good. I love it.
Yeah, I ate way too much this last weekend. It was a little ridiculous. So
are you still doing that keto thing, or
I'm like, I actually can't do full on keto anymore. So
why not?
Well, you can't
do it, or
really,
you just don't want to.
No, you can't do it forever. My doctor told me I had to start eating carbs. So
why? Because you were shriveling away to nothing, right?
But
your bone density was gone.
Yeah, my bone density was totally gone. I honestly I probably gotta go back on it a little bit. Like, I can't. It's not healthy to stay on it for a really long period of time.
Yeah.
And so I had to go off of it, and so like I'm not eating a lot. I'm like, a lot of carbs. Well, this last weekend I was eating carbs like crazy. When you're traveling,
but you're celebrating. Yeah, I mean, you're traveling. You got to eat restaurants.
Yep. So you know how that goes. And so,
dude. Okay, so you go to this conference. I was thinking about it. It's like whenever you go to a conference or something like that, because we were trying to figure out per diem up here, like how much for meals and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking to myself, if I actually ate every meal while I was down there, that would be so many calories.
Yeah.
It'd be like 4 weeks worth of calories in 5 days.
Exactly. Yeah.
It'd be insane.
Yeah.
It's just craziness. Craziness.
It is craziness. I wouldn't suggest it.
I'm not gonna. I do what I want.
Yeah. You'll eat what you want or not eat what you want. Ha!
Well, I don't know.
So I did that.
That's right. So, if I want to take that money for meals and use it to buy theological books, I'm gonna.
Oh, I don't know. I thought you were gonna say meth, but
Well, no, I make my own because it's much better homemade. So much better.
Sure.
You can dial it.
Well, when you love your meth, it tastes better.
It does. It does. It's so much better if you love it.
I mean, that's what I hear. I don't know how true that is, but
it's so true. Oh my goodness! It's like Leia makes the finest chocolate chip cookies. I mean, just the best ever.
Okay.
And I don't know what it is, but the chocolate chip cookies she makes, I would rather eat the chocolate chip cookies she makes than any other one that I've ever eaten in my life.
Okay, that's saying a lot.
Like, it is, because I've eaten a lot of cookies in my life. So, but I love them. I love them so much. And I wonder how much it's my affection for Leia gets transferred onto the cookies. Or if she just makes a really good cookie.
I don't know, maybe, but like let me give an example. Like,
yeah.
So Faye makes like this cauliflower mac and cheese, and it's literally like
that sounds good.
It actually,
man, we're so old because we're talking about cauliflower mac and cheese and liking it.
Yeah. So here's the deal. She makes this cauliflower mac and cheese, and it's amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
And I love my wife like just intensely. All right, rather intensely, and so about 3 weeks ago, she made some cauliflower mac and cheese. And I'm not gonna lie, it did not taste good. She did something different, and I was like, and she goes, "Hey."
So you're divorcing her?
So she goes, "Hey, what do you think about the cauliflower mac and cheese?" And I kind of looked at her and I go, "I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't taste very good at all." And she goes, "I used something different." And I looked at her and I said, "What in the world were you thinking? You know, don't ever do anything like that ever again." And she was like, "Okay." And then last night. Or yesterday, she calls me and she goes, "Hey, do you want cauliflower mashed potatoes? You know, loaded cauliflower mashed potatoes, like you just mash it all up, it's really good. Or cauliflower mac and cheese." I go, "I'll have the mashed potato one." And she's like, "No, wait, why don't you want the mac and cheese? I really want to make mac and cheese." And I go, "Well, then why did you ask my opinion?" She goes, "Is it because I messed it up last time?" I said, "That's exactly why. Because you messed up. I don't want to have it again." And she goes, "Was it that bad?" I go, "It was that bad." And then... And I said, "I love you, but it did not taste good at all." And she goes, "I swear it'll be better. I swear it'll be better. It's going to be the best now." And I go, "You got one chance to redeem yourself. If you don't, this mac and cheese
You're on a tight ship over there,
I said, buddy. This mac and cheese will never be in my house ever again." Well, she totally redeemed herself. So it was the right stuff. So we're back. It's back in the rotation.
Back?
Yeah, it's back in the rotation.
Oh, that's good.
Now.
That's good. Do you guys need to... So, did you threaten divorce over this mac and cheese?
I did not threaten divorce, but
it wasn't a threat. It was a promise.
It was totally. No, I was like, oh gosh, I don't want to ever eat this again, because like that's the only thing. Like if it doesn't,
what did she put in it to make it so bad?
It was
because it goes from being your favorite thing to being something that you never want to eat again. What did she put in it?
I think like one of the ingredients is like heavy whipping cream.
Okay.
She used half and half. And I was like,
what? Whoa, no.
Yeah, I was like, what were you thinking?
That's not the same.
It's not. It's totally not the same. Not. I was rather upset about that. And so
you smashed some dishes during this experience.
Yeah.
It turned into one of those terrible scenes that you see on TV where the husband knocks the plate onto the floor and then proceeds to beat his wife.
Yep. Then I went and grabbed a wrench and when I grabbed a pole in the garage, I start banging it as hard as I can. Screaming. That's what I did.
It's a nice psychological torment. That's great.
Yeah, I was like so mad, but no worries, everybody. Everything's back to normal. She made it right now. She made it right. So
she's redeemed herself.
Totally redeem yourself.
But I think we've all learned a valuable lesson about substitutions and that heavy whipping cream and half
are not the same.
That is not a substitution.
Not a substitution. It's a downgrade.
No. Yeah.
The total downgrade. It's a horrible idea. Never do that ever again.
See, I like the you know how you turn the cauliflower and you make it like rice and that sort of stuff. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
But my family hates it. They cannot stand it because I've done that a couple of times. And I was like, man, this tastes really good. And they're like, this is the most disgusting slop I've ever eaten. And I was like, oh. So I don't make that kind of stuff anymore because they hated it, even though I liked it.
I'm gonna go ahead and say there's something wrong with your family. Okay, I'm gonna say I'm sorry, but
that they don't like cauliflower cooked like rice
or anything. Do they not like? Dude,
they don't like cauliflower. No, not at all.
Cauliflower is such a great food. This is coming from me.
It takes on whatever flavor you put into it.
Yeah, man. Right? So you pour a bunch of cheese all over that, man. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I'm sorry.
This cauliflower baked potato that you're talking about, that sounds really good. Cauliflower mashed potato. Yeah. I'm gonna make some of that.
Dude, bacon in it. You put bacon in it, cheese. Oh, it's so good. It's so
sounds good.
They'll be like, honestly, and the way Faye makes this mac and cheese, like you make that and your family will be like, man, this is really, really good. because I have not had anybody, like, we brought it to, like, different parties and stuff like that, and people are like, what is this? We're like, it's cauliflower mac and cheese. They're like, what? And they taste it, they're like, oh my gosh, this is so good. I'm like, yeah, we freaking know, okay? What do you think this is, you know? This isn't, you know, amateur hour here. Come on. So, I've never had anybody go, ooh, this is disgusting. Everybody's like, oh, this is so amazing. I'm like, yeah, we freaking know.
You got it dialed in.
You got it dialed in. Well, dialed in until she messes up the recipe, and then she has to be disciplined, you know. So,
well, you know, some people, they mess it up on purpose just to get the discipline.
True.
Some folks, they just need the discipline because the discipline equals love.
Pretty sure that's what she did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, she just needed a little attention.
Yep.
That's why the family acts up, because they need some attention.
That's true.
It's just the way it goes. Oh my goodness, we're terrible people.
This has gone.
Just thinking about this conversation is not going well.
Yeah. Good news is you get to edit this, so that's what.
That is good. I will make myself look good and try and make you look bad, and that's going to be a tough one.
What's new?
Well, that is how I like to do it.
Yeah, it's my.
I think it's funny.
Yeah, well, yeah. At least one of us thinks it's funny.
Right.
Yeah. As long as one of us thinks it's funny, we're good to go.
Then then we got a 50% shot of it actually being funny.
Yeah. It's a 50-50. So, yeah. There was this, you know, whenever I edit, people are like, man, you sound like a genius, Justin. I go, I know. And then they're like, then you edit it, they're like, man, when did Justin become a total idiot? Like,
yeah, I know. Isn't it amazing what you can do with just maybe an hour or two and the dump button and delete some stuff?
I would also like to know how you make my voice sound so dumb too. You know, you're just like, normally when I edit, I sound like really smart and awesome, and then you edit it and it goes from hey, hello everybody to I'm like, what the heck, man? How did he do this? Like a genius. You're a genius editor. Well, you know. That's
right. I'm getting pretty good. I'm figuring it out.
Yeah.
Little by little.
Little by little. Thanks. Appreciate that. Ha.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Good times. Good times right there. Yeah, I know I'm having a great time.
That's right.
Man,
you got everything ready for the fall. We're in September now. It's the fall. So, are you drinking your pumpkin spice lattes yet?
No, I have not had. You know, you want to hear something stupid?
Yeah, I do.
Our Starbucks was closed 2 days in a row.
Hurricane damage?
Yeah, hurricane damage, working on all that. I was like, I'm looking at everything. I'm like, dude, this place is fine. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
why was it closed?
Dude, for the hurricane.
Really?
Yeah.
Guess they didn't want to make your money.
Yeah, and I was like, well, that's fine. Dunkin' Donuts, here I come. So... there we go.
Tragic.
Yeah, tragic. So no pumpkin spice lattes for me. So I don't think those. That is too bad. I don't drink those anyways. I drink my coffee black with a little bit of sweetener in it.
Okay. All right. I'm not allowed to drink coffee, so
yeah, it makes you paranoid, and
it does. Gets me all antsy.
Yeah.
But if I drink some coffee on Sunday morning, it makes my sermons go by faster, and it seems like the people really appreciate that.
They're like,
makes me a little livelier.
Pastor, best sermon you ever preached. I didn't say anything.
It was 7 minutes long. Man, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Breaking records here, boy.
Woo! Woo! Let's go to the Cracker Barrel. But yeah,
I wish there was a Cracker Barrel close by.
You guys don't have a Cracker Barrel, do you?
No, we don't have a Cracker Barrel. There's like 3 restaurants open on Sunday. This is the deep south. If you really want to get something like that, you got to go all the way to Pooler. That's a long way. That's an hour-long drive.
Oh, my God.
It's a lot of commitment.
Well, yeah. I mean...
I'm just not that committed to it.
It's Cracker Barrel, man. I mean,
is.
We have to hit a Cracker Barrel at least once when we go on a road trip.
Do you know what I like to do when I take the family on trips, especially down to Florida, is I like to stop at a Sonny's.
Yeah.
And because we don't have that in this area, there's no Sonny's. We got barbecue places, and they're all good, but I've got some kind of nostalgia for Sonny's because there's one literally everywhere in Florida. So
except for St. Cloud.
What? There was a Sonny's there when I lived there. Did you guys get rid of it?
It closed, dude.
Really?
Dude, yeah.
It must be because I left. Because I was single-handedly keeping that place in business.
Maybe because we've got way too many barbecue places that were so much better. I'm not gonna lie.
We guys got the Fat Boys right there.
We got the Fat Boys. We got Jimmy Bears. We got Meat and Fire, and then right down the road is the Four Rivers. So. Oh
yeah, those are good places.
We got a lot of really good barbecue. And it's just, there's no way they can do it. No way they can stand that. So
that's true. See, Sonny's is not. I wouldn't even say that it's. I don't know that it's good barbecue.
Yeah.
But I've got a sentimental attachment to it that makes me just love it.
Seems a little unhealthy there, Martin. I'm just going to say that. Okay.
Well, I'm the picture of health, as I mentioned before. So
I don't know.
I'm as healthy as I've ever been, and living my best life, doing all those things right now.
Okay, yeah. You tell your teeth that when they're falling out of your head, okay? Picture of hell. That's just the meth.
That's just the meth talking, man. That's not anything else.
That's not me. That's not how hell is. That's just a little bit of meth. It's no big deal.
That's just the lifestyle that I've chosen for myself, and it's going really good. Really good. There's give and take in everything, Justin. There's give and take in everything.
Yeah, okay. Sure, man.
It's like you train martial arts, right?
Yeah, when in Rome.
You do that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Right. You train the martial arts, and there's some benefits to that, right?
Uh-huh.
Some healthiness.
I don't like where you're going with this already.
Anyway, but there's some detrimental stuff, too, like the potential for injury.
Yeah.
Because if you do martial arts for any length of time, you're going to be injured. You're going to get injured to a point where you're not able to train for a period of time, right? That's just the math.
Well, maybe you will, but me, nah, bro.
It's a combat contact sport. Yeah. There will be injuries, right? So you just have to accept that.
Mm-hmm.
But you weigh it out because you weigh out the benefits with the possible detriments, right? So the detriment is injury that takes time to recover from, but the benefits outweigh that. So you do it.
Okay.
See? So that makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with the crystal meth. I mean, there's benefits and drawbacks.
Definitely not.
There's positives and negatives.
Nope. There's definitely wrong there, Martin. I'm sorry
to tell you that.
If there
weren't any positives, people wouldn't do it. That's what I'm saying. There's got to be...
You can say that all you want to.
And all that. Nope, there's got to be a positive side to it.
No.
Otherwise, people wouldn't do it.
No. So
it couldn't just be... It's got to be that when you do it, that it makes you feel really good. This is what I'm landed on.
Yeah.
Because if it didn't make you feel really good, then you wouldn't risk it. I mean, that's just sensible.
I don't know.
Right? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Mm-hmm.
So I noticed that you've been doing some Facebook Live things for your church. How's that going?
Going pretty well. I gotta keep them up. It's hard. Sometimes I forget to do them because I'm old and I forget stuff. And so,
well, yeah.
But it's not too bad. So I'm enjoying it. It seems to be, people check it out and everything like that. So
people watch it.
Yeah, there's some people that are watching it. So it's kind of nice. Okay. It's kind of nice. So yeah.
Did you get many that watch it live, or most of the time they watch it just at their convenience?
Oh, it depends. And what I noticed, like today, I had quite a few watching live today, right before this, and then but it just depends on the time of day,
Yeah, you got to catch people when they're on the toilet.
Well, yeah, I don't know when everybody's,
When does everybody poop?
When
do they poop?
Yeah, I don't know if I want to know that either.
If you can figure out when they poop, then you can figure out the prime time to do your Facebook Live.
Yeah, that's
everybody's watching it when they're pooping.
I don't want to talk about that. That's not like
that's the only time anyone plays on Facebook. That's fact.
I don't know about that.
Do you play on Facebook?
No,
right. No, except for when you are...
Don't play on Facebook. That's really pooping. A weird thing to say. No.
Except for when you're pooping.
No.
That's the only time. Maybe I'm just transferring my own experiences onto you.
Yeah, you know what?
It could be it.
Every time you comment on one of my things now, I know exactly why and when.
Yes, you do. You know exactly why.
I'm uncomfortable right now, so...
Man, that makes me want to pull up Facebook and
go to the bathroom.
Comment right now.
Oh gosh, no.
Well, I mean, Facebook just isn't satisfying unless you're in the restroom. That's a fact.
Dude, I don't know what's wrong with you right now. I'm really concerned.
I don't know. Anyway. But anyhow, if you can figure out the moment when most people are taking a break.
Nope.
then you can find out the time to do your Facebook Live thing.
I don't want to do that.
And have people actually watch it.
I definitely don't want to do that.
So you don't have a set time when you do it?
No. I try to do it midweek. I try to do it Wednesday, but Jonas's school getting out later has messed it up a little bit. And so, and it also
it's still so crazy to me.
Yeah, I know. And also, I got to make sure I get my sermon done before I do it because I want to make sure that I reference a lot of what I'm going to do. You know, so
yeah.
So yeah, there's that. That's what I do.
So when you're in your planning of your sermons, how much of it do you have like planned out in advance before you actually sit down to write and do all your structure? Like you do series, right? So do you have your series planned out?
Yeah. I have like topic or scripture and topic. I have that and everything, and then I have a general idea, and then I spend all day Monday pretty much like focusing, and trying to kind of map out the sermon.
Yeah.
I'll spend like weeks in advance, like kind of setting up. Like I got to start setting up for not the next series, but the series after that for Christmas. Yeah. I got to start setting that up here soon. So which we're in September. It's going to be here. It's going to be here pretty soon. This whole Christmas. So
once the pumpkin spice latte starts to flow, it's Christmas time in my mind.
It is. You're not wrong on that, which is weird.
You got to prep everything
because typically you're wrong. And so,
well, that's questionable, but
that's
go ahead.
True. So, anyways, I do that. So all day Monday, I'm like thinking about how I'm mapping out my actual sermons, and then Tuesday I usually start getting into it. It's been taking me longer lately, to write, which I don't think is bad.
Are you getting better though? Are you taking longer to write, but what you're producing is better? I
think so. I mean, you have to ask everybody else. Because I don't want to sit there and be like, oh, my stuff's so great. You're the one that I talk
to from down there, so I'm going to have to ask you.
Yeah, so. Everything's so much better. Like, it's like the best ever. So, yeah, we're cool. We're cool. So
it's worth the extra time?
Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Redeemed myself completely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yep. That's how I see it.
So most of your writing you do on Monday, so that way on Wednesday when you do your Facebook thing, you can reference all the things that are going to be in the sermon.
That's the hope, but like I said, it takes longer to do. So sometimes I don't get done until like late Wednesday, and so then I don't always get to do it. So, but sometimes it's like I struggle. What I do is I plan it, and then all day Tuesday I'll have little bits and pieces, and I'll struggle with piecing it together. And then I'll take a break, and then that night I'll stop maybe I'll even stop early and just think and go do other stuff that I had to do and just think about it. And then I come back like Wednesday morning, I get up and I just start nailing it. So it's usually how it's been happening lately.
Hey man, go with what works, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So do what you gotta do. Boo. So old man noises. So
do you feel yourself becoming an old man?
Oh,
like do you recognize this is happening?
Oh,
this is a part of.
It's been happening for a long time now, man. Of course.
When do you think you will be able to think of yourself as just an old man?
Oh, I don't know if I'll ever be able to do that, but
it's just a matter of time, bro.
No. I think I'm cool. I'll be all right.
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
You're gonna be trying to dress cool and stuff like that in your old man age.
I don't want to try to dress cool. It looks
like you're having a midlife crisis.
Dude, aren't we always having a midlife crisis?
Well, I just dwell in crisis. I mean, it's not like a midlife thing. It's just like I'm constantly paranoid about everything.
Good call. You should.
So completely opposite of a midlife crisis. It's just one perpetual nightmare.
Yeah, it's just crisis.
Yeah, I just go home and cry it out.
Cry yourself to sleep every single day? Yeah.
I mean, I can cry myself to sleep. I can drink myself to sleep. I can abuse myself to sleep. I can have Trevor choke me to sleep.
What the heck?
All these different things are options.
I don't know what this whole abuse yourself to sleep thing is, but it sounds a little
That's when
weird.
I dwell on all my inadequacies and sit there and just think about how I've failed in so many different ways. It's really a terrible way to put yourself to sleep.
I was going to say, it doesn't sound
It's really rough.
Sounds like a bad idea.
It's quite self-deprecating.
Yeah.
It's, it'll keep you humble, though. So there's a plus there.
Martin. Keeps you humble. It keeps you humble. It does.
Hey, humility is a good trait. It's a good trait to develop.
I guess so.
So yeah, maybe you should try it tonight. If you're having trouble sleeping, just think about all the ways that you're inadequate. Like all the ways that you're failing as a husband, as a father, as a pastor. You know, think about all those things where you could have done better if you just weren't such a lazy piece of trash. You know? And as you do that, then it keeps you humble.
Yeah, I don't wanna do that. That sounds like a horrible idea, Martin.
Yeah. It is. It's quite miserable.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the opposite of everything you just said.
Now that's probably a good idea.
People love me, and I have a wonderful smile. People love me, and I have a wonderful smile. Yeah, yes, I feel so much better about myself. That's what I'm gonna do.
My sermons really are getting better as
my sermons are better. They are better. I believe.
It's taking a lot more work, and I'm not nearly as creative as I used to be, but I know that it's getting
I'm using old man jokes, but I know they're better. I know they're better. Oh.
90% of what I say on Sunday morning is a dad joke.
Yeah. I don't even know where I'm at half the time. That's horrible.
Awesome.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Oh.
Ew.
All of this is a sham.
It's all a sham.
Oh, you want to know what's funny is that people do that. So they legitimately put themselves to sleep thinking about all their inadequacies. That just can't be good for you.
No, of course it's not. You might as well. You know what would be better? You know what would be better for you than that?
What?
Crystal meth.
Crystal meth. Yeah, but then you're not sleeping. So
yeah. You might not be sleeping, but at least you're not, always depressed.
Right, but as long as you're awake and feeling good, you might as well go ahead and work on that next sermon series.
Yeah, exactly.
Just tighten it up.
Good call.
I'm sure you're
tighten that up there.
Great ideas. Then.
Yeah,
it's gonna go through very smoothly. I know it.
Yeah, has to. Oh my gosh, this is horrible.
No, it's great. It's wonderful.
All right.
Honestly, how bad could it be?
Seems like it can get pretty bad, man.
Seems like it's getting worse. I don't know.
Yeah. How bad could it be? Like, pretty horrible, bro. Pretty horrible.
Right. Because we could be sitting back talking about some sort of some deep truth that we have found in the scriptures. We could be talking about that, but no, we want to make jokes about all the all the terrible things that we think about ourselves.
Now that you say it like that, I feel horrible. So
yeah,
good job.
We've done.
Where do you go, Martin?
Yeah, we've done 100, and this is the 49th one.
Yeah, 149,
50,
yeah,
somewhere around there. Yeah. Okay, so we've done this for a little while, and most of our jokes or most of what we've talked about is the fact that Florida is going to legalize weed, and you're all going to be high soon. And
what's funny
that's most of our jokes, right? Yeah,
pretty much, I guess.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we joke about.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Well, hey.
You go to your strengths.
Yeah. Gosh, we really don't have a whole lot of strengths, do we?
I don't know.
Perspective.
You think about it in terms of like we could sit back and try and talk about like deep theological things. We could do that. And it would be fine, most likely. Right. But our relationship was always more about enjoying one another's company and sense of humor.
Yeah.
So it would be a little forced, I think. And this was the problem that you identified early on that I didn't pick up on, is that it's a little forced if we try and keep the format very, very tight and rigid.
Yeah.
instead of just
going with the flow and being like, just let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens,
and let's see how it goes. And you couldn't even find the article that you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I told
right.
Well, because we were supposed to record 2 weeks ago. It's not my fault, we were supposed to talk 2 weeks ago. I thought I was sick. You were sick, and then I couldn't talk last week because of other circumstances.
It happens.
So, then I forget, because I'm old. I thought we already talked about this, all right? We already talked that I'm old, and I can't remember stuff like this. So
I'm trying to think. It's like we already talked about that Josh Harris guy.
Yeah, we talked about that dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Made lots of jokes about him and everything like that. So
right. Did we talk about that pedophile sex ring guy who allegedly killed himself in prison? Did we talk about that guy?
I don't think we did. Maybe we need to talk about
Epstein or whatever.
We might need to talk about him next time. So
did that guy kill himself?
He didn't. You don't think he did?
No. I think he was definitely murdered.
Really?
Definitely. Absolutely. Really? Yeah. I don't think he put up a big fight, but I think he was definitely murdered.
Like they walked in and they go, all right, murder time. He's like, shrugged his head. He goes, when in Rome.
That's right. Come on, man. The guy had dirt on a international billionaire pedophile ring. I'm pretty sure he was murdered.
Yeah, it's a good call.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he wasn't. Maybe he did kill himself.
Perhaps.
But, yeah. But it doesn't seem that doesn't seem super reasonable to me. Seems like if he was going to kill himself, he would have done it already.
These rich people think they can get away with a lot, and then they're just like, oh crap, my money's not working, and then they kill themselves.
I had enough.
I thought I had enough money to get away with everything.
I didn't have enough.
We're gonna have to. How about this? All right. Because
we'll read something about that and talk about it.
We'll be doing that. We'll be doing that soon. We'll have to talk about this soon because I have to do my research on this whole thing and decide whether if I think he was murdered or not. Okay. I'm gonna have to do a psych evaluation on him.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, I'm not generally a conspiracy guy. Right. I think most of the time conspiracy theories are nonsense. But this is one where I'm like, you know what?
Elvis is alive, and so is Tupac.
Yeah, Elvis is definitely alive in this case.
Tupac is too. I'm not too sure about Biggie. I've had a lot of people tell me that Biggie's definitely dead, but I don't know about that.
You're not so sure about Biggie?
I think Biggie and Tupac are chilling. So.
In heaven?
No, I think they're
hell.
No, I think they're alive somewhere on an island.
Oh,
definitely.
Really?
Hopefully, it's not the Bahamas. So, gosh, so bad.